Hey guys, welcome back to BennyUnboxed. I hope you're doing great. I know I'm in a new location now and it's been a while since I last made a video. Today we're going to be talking about the FiiO K9 Pro ESS amp DAC combo. As you can see a little bit of it, you can see it has the gold knob, so this is the ESS variant. If you get the one with the silver knob, just to let you know, that is the AKM variant with one singular DAC, while the ESS has two DACs in it, or two DAC chips. Maybe two is better than one. Who knows? But this is my honest review, and with my limited knowledge, my comparison would be compared to what I have owned in the past, which is the SMSL SP200, the Zen DAC V2, which was paired with it for my DAC, and I did have the O2S DAC by Grace, which was a drop from Mass Drop back then, but it's now called Drop.com. So this is my honest review. Comparing to what I was using, the SP200 and the Zendak V2, that was my little stack combo I had going with my Arias. I would say the SP200 was a very linear amp, very close to the other THX amps that came from Drop. It had a more narrow soundstage than the K9 Pro, but I will say this, I think I like the DAC or the sound better from the Zendak V2. That's just my personal taste. It was a bit more fun and more engaging, and to say the one cherry on top for the V2, the Zendak V2 up there, the true bass button really was amazing, especially for the music I listen to, which is mainly EDM, sometimes some instrumentals, some rap, some pop, whatever have you. And an artist I typically listen to on repeat right now is Post Malone and Weekend One Right Now. That's like my favorite song, and that really made it more engaging to me having that true bass button. But nonetheless, everyone would think a THX amp is very linear, but the FiiO K9 Pro is a warm amp DAC combo. It's very engaging. It's nice, but is it as fun as the V2 up there? Personally, I don't think so. But besides all that, I will say the gain buttons are really great. Unlike the SP200, I couldn't really use the IEMs in it. It was just a bit too powerful. It would just be like, it's better off for me to just plug into the Zendak V2 to power my IEMs, because the SP200 just gave me a lot of, the noise floor was a little staticky, or white noise was a little higher than expected. I don't have that issue with this, even on high-low gain. It just don't really turn the volume knob as high, obviously, if I'm using high gain. But I typically run it on low gain, which is all you need for IEMs. So I'm using the Moondrop Arias for my IEMs, and then I'm using the Hi-Fi Min Arias for my daily driver for headphones. It's really great. I would say the only issue I have is just a minor annoyance. It's a first world problem. The Zendak V2 up there, which was powering my Edifier speakers and my headphones at the same time, which was lovely. All I did was I left my headphones in and I just left the speakers on if I wanted to listen to speakers. With this, yes, my first world problem is I hate turning the switch over to power my speakers and then switch it back to power my headphones. I don't know. It's just a minor complaint. It's just something I don't feel like doing often, because I'm like, how many times am I going to toggle the switch on and off? If the switch fails, I hope it fails in the right place, if you know what I'm saying. The other complaint I have is the SP200 did get warm. This is significantly, the FiiO K9 Pro does get significantly warmer. So if you're in a smaller space or a more of a closed environment, it might add to the heat to the room, which is a negative in my eyes, because I already have a computer that already adds a ton of heat to my room anyway. So thermals are a little warm, and I run it vertically. I think it helps because the slats are on the side of the amp DAC for the K9 Pro, so heat rises, as you can say, and with it being sideways, I think it dissipates the heat better. I think if you sit it flat, like in the box style, I think it might dissipate heat not as well, and it might just warm up your room a little more. And going to back to my Hi-Fi Min Aria pairing with the K9 Pro. The reason I really went this way was DMS on YouTube said how wonderful the pairing was. I have the V3 Arias, not the version 1 or 2. I have the Stealth V3s, and they seem to work well. I think the soundstage did get wider for me, and it did make my HD 600 sound a little more warm and better to listen to and enjoy. Outside of that, I'm having a great experience. The one feedback that I will say is if you do have the original K9 Pro with the AKM DAC, I wonder if that's more fun. I don't really have a comparison. I just know what is out there on YouTube or from articles I have read. The one benefit of getting the ESS Pro, like I stated in my unboxing, is I think you get like a zero. 0.1 or a zero. 0.3 extra wattage in the plugs for your balance and other ports, so it is a little more powerful. Maybe that's because you need more power to run both DACs. I'm not sure. I'm not an electrician, but the big thing is the original model was $650 of the AKM DAC. The ESS is $850, maybe it was $700. I'm not sure. It's about $150 to $200 difference. Maybe the price of shipment or the cost of goods went up, or maybe the extra DAC is an extra $150. Excuse me. So that's where I'm going to leave you off at. Is it really worth $850, this DAC amp combo, or are there better individual pieces you can combine together to make your own stack, buying a separate amp and DAC? But for me, this is all I need at the moment, and it really is wonderful to listen to. Is it as warm and fun as my Zendac V2? Personally, I don't think so, like I said. But does it have the power of the SP200? Yes, it does. It is usually at 12 to 2 o'clock, depending on what I'm doing, to power my hyphen and arias on max gain. I use the level 3 gain, and I run it around 12 to 2 o'clock on the volume knob. And it is powering my Edifier speakers. I have nothing else to say. If you have any questions about the K9 Pro ESS edition, please leave a comment down below. Or if you have any questions about my little anime collection I have going on in the background, you can leave a comment down below. I don't know if you guys like video games or cars. Maybe I'll do a bit of that. I mainly play CSGO, so I might make a CSGO skin video. I hope you have a great day. Thanks for tuning in. Take care.